Now, we have statement of comprehensive income. Okay. Before we prepare the worksheet, later we will prepare it. Now, we just want to finish this chapter. So, preparation of financial statements, we have a statement of comprehensive income, and then we also have statement of financial position, statement of changes in owner's equity, statement of cash flows. The same statement, financial statements, kagaya nung sa service entity. Yeah? Except that we have here in the merchandise business the cost of goods sold. Yun lang naman ang difference. Meron tayong cost of goods sold. So the components of the income statement portion of the statement of comprehensive income with respect to merchandising business is this. So we have net sales, yung sales less sales discount, sales returns and allowances, less cost of goods sold or cost of sales, we have gross profit. And then add other income, add distribution costs, add other expenses, and financial costs, you'll get your net profit. I'm sorry, you do not add pala. You minus. So, gross profit, add other income, less distribution costs, less administrative and general expenses, less other expenses, less finance costs, you'll get profit. Yung distribution cost class, this is also called the selling expense. Okay? Now, so later we'll prepare the worksheet. Sales is the principal source of revenue of a company. Net sales is obtained by deducting the contra revenue accounts, which are sales returns and allowances and sales discount. So from gross sales less these two contra revenue accounts, you'll get the net sales. And that net sales is the basis in computing for the gross profit. So from net sales less cost of goods sold is equal to gross profit. Ano ulit yung cost of goods sold? This is the cost of the merchandise sold to its customers. Yan yung halaga ng goods na binenta. The cost of goods sold is determined every time the sale is made pag perpetual inventory. Pero pag periodic inventory system, as we have done lately, we are computing it by first counting the ending inventory and by first adding the merchandise inventory beginning and the cost of goods purchased, which are the purchases, the net purchases plus freighting, and less the merchandise inventory end, yan yung cost of goods sold. Okay? Ending inventory, pag periodic inventory system, is being counted at the end of the period. So again, merchandise inventory beginning plus cost of goods purchased, yun yung purchases, less purchase returns and allowances, less purchase discount, plus freight in. Okay? So, ito, hindi masyadong accurate class, ha? Pag net purchases, less purchase returns and allowances, and purchase discount. Yung freight in, separate yan. Okay? So, cost of goods purchased, yung net purchases, plus freight in. And then, yung total ni merchandise inventory beginning, and ni net purchases, and ni freight in, yan yung cost of goods available for sale. Less merchandise inventory and you'll get your cost of goods sold. So, gross profit is the net sales less cost of goods sold. Ano naman to? This is the merchandising profit. This is not yet the overall profit of the company. Merchandising profit lang. Yan yung kinita mo sa pagbenta mo lang ng goods. Hindi pa yan yung buong kita ng company because we still have to add other income such as interest income, dividend income, rent income, and other income not normally produced or obtained or garnered by the company. Yung mga other income, yung mga passive income. And less operating expenses. The operating expenses are usually the distribution cost or the selling expenses, the general administrative expenses, and the other operating expenses. Pag sinabi mong operating expenses, these are the expenses incurred in the ordinary course of business. In the ordinary necessary expenses incurred during the day-to-day running of the operations of the business. So, pag sinabi mong distribution costs, yan yung selling expenses. Yung mga commission ni salesman, delivery expense, yung freight out, yan, dito yan, sa distribution cost or selling expenses. Okay? Mga advertising expense, and all the expenses related to the selling of the goods. Pag general and administrative expenses naman, these are expenses relating to the general operations of the business. like the office salaries, the utilities, the taxes, and all the others, as long as it is related to the general operations, hindi yung specific sa pagbebenta. Okay? As long as they operate, then they incur that expense, kasama yan sa general and administrative expenses. Okay? And yung mga, yan, bad debt expense, kasama yan sa general and administrative expenses. So, class, there is no one size fits all. Sometimes, it depends on the operations of the business kung saan magpo-fall yung mga different expenses. Kung admin ba siya, admin expense, or selling expenses. So, ito yung mga example. Just familiarize yourselves. Pag distribution cost, yan yung salaries expense, advertising expense, selling expenses. Pero pag general administrative expenses, kahit hindi ka magbenta, nai-incur mo yan. Kagaya ng office salaries, utilities, depreciation expense, bad debt expense, and all other expenses. Insurance, supplies. Diba? Kahit hindi ka magbenta, expense mo pa rin yan. How about the finance cost? Ito yung mga costs for borrowing. Mga interest expense. Yan. Finance cost. Yan. Pre-tax profit. Diba? Kasi, yung profit na kinocompute natin lagi, pre-tax profit doon. Yun yung profit before taxes. Okay? Before taxes. Hindi pa natin kinocompute yung tax kasi higher accounting pa yon. Pero pagka tinanong sa exam, how much is the profit? Di before tax profit ang ibig sabihin nun. Okay. Forms of income statement, portion of the statement of comprehensive income. We have two kinds of income statement. The nature of expense method and the function of expense method. Pag nature of expense method, we only group the revenues and expenses based on their very nature. Pag income, lahat magkakasama. Pagka-expense, lahat din magkakasama. Ganun lang siya. So, unang nakapresent yung income, next na nakapresent yung expenses. Nature of expense method. Pero pag sinabi mo function of expense method or cost of sales method, the function of expenses such as the cost of sales, the distribution expenses, selling expenses, and general administrative expenses, they are being grouped and classified. And all the expenses falling under this classification are included in the said expenses. Kaya din nyo, sales revenue, less cost of goods sold, then profit. Add other income, o pinagsama yung other income, less distribution cost. Lahat ng mga expenses considered as distribution cost magkakasama. Lahat ng expenses kasama sa na-classified as administrative, magkakasama. Finance cost, magkakasama. So, yon. Yan ang function of expense method. Okay. And then, ano naman to? So, this is the balance sheet of merchandise inventory. Actually, pareho lang naman sa service entity. Ano lang magkakaiba? Meron tayo kasi dun sa asset. May makikita ko doon na merchandise inventory. Pero pag service entity, wala kang merchandise inventory. Bakit? Kasi hindi kayo nagbebenta ng goods. Diba? Pag service entity, you're just rendering service. That is your main revenue generating activity. But if merchandising business, of course, you have merchandise inventory, and that is considered as asset. Okay. And then here are the supporting computation. What do you call this? These are the notes to your financial statements. Kaya makikita dito note 5, 6, 7, 8, note 9. Yan yung mga further explanation or supporting schedules for each account. Notes to financial statement. Okay? Now, preparation of adjusting and closing entries. Di ba kanina nag-prepare na tayo ng adjusting entries? Pero yung closing entries, ano ulit yung closing entries? 4 yun, di ba? Remember, pag service entity, first we close the credit balances to the income summary account. Next, we close the debit balances to the income summary account. And then next, we close the income summary account to the drawing account. Number 4, lastly, we close the drawing account to the capital account. Kaya ito yun. Okay? Pero pag class, remember, dahil sa merchandise inventory, before tayo mag-close ng entry, meron na tayong cost of goods sold method. Meron tayong adjusting entry. Diba pag merchandising business, meron tayong adjusting entry wherein we close the purchase-related accounts and the beginning inventory to the cost of goods sold. Remember? Kaya, pagka nag-closing entry na tayo, hindi mo na makikita dito class yung mga purchases, hindi mo na makikita yung purchase discounts, purchase returns, and allowances. Ano lang ang makikita mo dito? Cost of goods sold. Ano nga ulit yung cost of goods sold na normal balance? Debit. Kaya makikita mo siya dun sa second closing entry, dito siya. Because we close the debit side, the accounts with debit balances in the income summary. So, ito yung closing entries. Number 1, you close all the accounts with credit balances to the income summary. So, sales, interest, income, lahat na naka-credit, i-debit. Tapos, i-close sa income summary. Next, lahat ng may debit accounts na nominal account, i-credit naman sila. Ayan. Kasama na ngayon si cost of goods sold. Saan sila i-close? Sa income summary account. And then lastly, next pala, yung income summary account, i-close ngayon sa drawing account. And drawing account would be yung net balance ni drawing account after considering the credit or the debit on the third closing entry would be close to the capital account. So, yan yung for cost of goods sold method. Diba? Pero pag direct extension method class, nandun pa rin sila purchase returns, purchase allowances, purchases, freight in. Kaya, i-close mo lahat sila. Diba? Kasi wala tayong adjusting entry pag direct extension method. So, what is the closing entry? What is the entry? Oh, ayun. Kasama si merchandise inventory and okay? Kanina, sa cost of goods sold method, bakit walang merchandise inventory dun sa close entry? Wala na kasi diba ni-set up na natin upon adjusting entry. Dito lang yan sa direct extension method. Parang dito ka ngayon mag-a-adjust yung entry. So, i-set up si merchandise inventory plus i-close mo yung may mga credit balances. Okay? So, sa first closing entry ng direct extension method, you have to close the accounts with credit balances. And you set up the ending inventory balance. Okay. Next closing entry, you close all the accounts with debit balances, including what? The beginning balance of merchandise inventory. Okay? So, sa cost of goods sold method, ano lang yung naaalala nyo na related sa purchases na kino-close natin? Cost of goods sold. And since the cost of goods sold has debit balance, we close it at the credit. We close it by crediting the balance of cost of goods sold. Pero dito, direct extension method, lahat ng purchase-related balances or accounts ay may open balance pa. So, we have to close them. Now, aside from closing these purchase-related accounts, we have to set up the ending inventory balance. Kaya, first, closing entry, debit ending inventory, and then, all those with credit balances are debited. Next, all those with debit balances are credited, including the merchandise inventory beginning. And then, ganun na din next. After nun, the net balance of income summary will be close to drawing. And then, the drawing account will be close to the capital. Okay. So, after the post-closing trial balance, later gagawa ako ng post-closing trial balance and I will just upload it for you to check. Then, ito na ngayon yung after closing entries are posted, the post-closing trial balance is prepared. The post-closing trial balance is a list of all remaining accounts with balances, which at this point will be composed of real accounts. So, real accounts na lang ang matitira. Pag post-closing trial balances, tandaan nyo na, real accounts na lang ang matitira. Because at the because in the closing entries, all the nominal balances are being closed. Okay? So, after ng post-closing trial balance, ano matitira? Real accounts. Okay. Preparation of reversing entries. After the financial statements are prepared and the books are closed, it is often helpful to reverse some entries. Some adjusting entries. O, naalala nyo kung ano yung mga nire-reverse natin? Yung mga accruals. Okay? Yung accruals and yung mga prepaid expense and deferred expense. Pero, hindi lahat. Okay? Ano lang, yung prepaid expense na income method, na expense method, and unearned income na income method. Okay? So, ayun. Remember, those are what we reverse. Accrued expenses, accrued income, deferred income or unearned income na income method, and then prepaid expenses na expense method. Yun lang ang reverse. And when you say reversing entry, kung ano yung entry mo, adjusting entry, balik ta rin mo lang. Okay? Kanina, di ba, nag-adjust tayo, advertising expense, debit, prepaid advertising, credit, advertising expense. Ano bang method yung ginamit? Expense method. Di ba? Expense method. So, since expense method yung ginamit, we have to reverse. So, binaliktad lang. And then, ito naman, for the accruals. Accrued expense. Then, accrued expense and accrued income. And here, we're going to take a look, post-closing trial balance, wala ng mga nominal accounts dyan. Okay. So, that ends our lecture. And what I'm going to do is just to post the worksheet and then just study it for you to be able to know what should be prepared, or how should the worksheet will be prepared. So, thank you. Study well.